I'm going to share with you the first week of math now. So if you open your packets up to a page that looks like this, it is going to be behind all of the reading activities. So the first thing that is on this page, there are 5 things that tell you what's in the math section. It just tells you that we're reviewing what we've been taught, that your children need to do a daily counting activity each day. There's also some videos right here that you can watch with them as they count that could be really helpful. It also says for number 3 that there are games to practice learning and building fluency located at the end of the packet. The games can be played in any order and repeated over the course of the 15 days. While some games can be played independently, others require a partner, so there will be games that you can play with your children. 4, there is a hundreds board to help with any work in the packet. There's also a 150 board to help with work in the packet, and I'm going to show you both of those today. The last one says that there's a template of a dice to use for some of the games also in this packet. So let's go ahead and look at the first 5 days that it paced out for us, again, which is really nice to use and look at this and make sure that you're on track for where your students need to be. So number 1, it says count from 1 to 50 by 1. So on the first day, you're going to want to count with your students starting at 1 and ending at 50 by 1s. The second activity is missing numbers, page 1. So we're going to go ahead and do that. I have the 100 board to help us go ahead and count to 50. If your kids need it, if they don't need to use it, but it can be helpful for them to touch the number and see the number as they count to 150. So you would have them go ahead and do that. Count all the way through. I'm not going to do it because I know how to count to 50. I want y'all to do it. And then they would stop at 50, and that would be your first activity. Now, let's look at page number 1. It says, fill in the missing numbers in the grids below. Then point to each number and count from first to last number on each grid. So we have done this a lot, each of our first grade classes, so I know that all of you know how to do this. For this one, we're starting with 1, and you're just going to count on. So I'll do this one with you. 1, 2, 3, 4. They put 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30. For the second one, you'll start at 61 and count all the way to the end here. So 61, 62, 63, 64, 65. I'm going to let you guys keep on going, okay? So that is it for day number 1 for math. So I'm going to go ahead and check off my stuff like we did for ELA, just to make sure we have it all done. Did I count from 1 to 150? Check. Did I do my missing numbers? Check. Okay. So now we are on day 2. Day 2, so you would do this the following day after you just did the activity that I just did. Day 2 says count from 33 to 50 by 1s, and also create a set on page number 2. So we've got 2 activities again today. I'm going to pull out my handy dandy hundreds board. It says we're going to start at 33, so have your kids find 33. And we're going to end at 50, 50. So 33 to 50. Again, they can touch and count each number, or if they want to just go ahead and challenge themselves and start counting 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, and stop at 50, that is fine as well. Okay, once they've done that, let's look at this page, right? So it says, it's page number 2, create a set. Read the number in each box. Draw a set of objects to represent the number using groups of 10. So it says the example used a 10 frame for 11. So that would be 10, 11, okay? So the first number we have is 18. I'm gonna go ahead and draw another 10 frame, which a 10 frame is made up of how many boxes? 10 should have been your answer, okay? Make sure you have 10 boxes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay. Now, question. Am I going to just need one 10 frame or 2 10 frames for the number 18? Think about that. Let's go ahead and try it on our 1 10 frame and see if we need another one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So I am going to need another 10 frame to count to 18. Again, it does not have to be perfect. Try your best. Okay, so we're at 10. We stopped at 10 because the 10 frame has 10 objects in it. So we're at 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. And I'm stopping at 18 because that is our number, okay? So I drew that 18 as a set. Now you are gonna draw 56 as a set. Again, you can use 10 frames again. If there's another way that you wanna do it, go ahead. Then you'll do 23 as a set and 71 as a set. I'm gonna go ahead and do 71. It's a different kind of set that we have learned about. You group it up into tens and ones. We've learned about this. We call this our place value chart. Doing tens and ones. Let me zoom in. Okay. So how many tens do I have? I have 7 tens. So I'm going to go ahead and just draw those as sticks. 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70. So I have 70 tens or 7 tens. How many leftover ones do I have? I have 1 leftover 1. And that would be 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 71. So I showed it a different way than I did up here at the top. Okay, so you can do 56 and 23 on your own, whichever way you would want. And that completes day number 2. Let's check off those things that we did for day 2 and move on to day number 3. We're on day 3 now. So you do this after you did day 2. And again, they spread it out so that kids aren't getting overwhelmed and frustrated and trying to finish all this in one day. It's spread out. If they're having trouble or getting really frustrated, do half of it. It's not a big deal. This is just to review and help them get as much learning in as they can during this time. So let's look at day 3. Day 3 says count from 50 to 75 by ones. And then we're also going to do some word problems, pages 3 and 4. We love word problems. Okay. So get out your handy dandy hundreds board. And we are going to count from 50 to 75. So start at 50. You're going to count all the way to 75. So starting at 50, 51, 52, 53, 54, 55, 56, 57, 58, 59, 60, and then you will stop counting at 75. And again, if you don't need the hundreds board, you do not have to use it. It is just a helpful little tool for us to be doing. Now let's go ahead and look at our word problems. Okay. Here we go. Day 3 word problems. Let's says, read aloud the following problems to students. Students should solve the problems by drawing a picture to show what is happening in the story. So our students know how to draw pictures, but they do need help reading the story problem and kind of thinking through it. So I'm going to demonstrate what that would look like. So it says, Jaquan has 11 red blocks and 8 blue blocks. How many red and blue blocks does Jaquan have? Okay, so he has 11 red blocks and 8 blue blocks. If I can talk. Let's see. I have some colors. How many red and blue blocks does he have? So he has 11 red. Go ahead and draw that. And you don't have to use colors like I am. You can just use a pencil. And you can label them. You could do red and blue. So you know which is which. 11 red. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 red, and 8 blue. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So now we need to count them all together to find out how many blocks he has all together. So let's go ahead and do that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. So how many blocks does he have all together? He has 19 blocks. I want to challenge our first graders to also try to write equations with these. So how many red blocks did he start with? He started with 11 red blocks and added 8 blue blocks. And we counted them all together to see that there are 19 blocks. 11 plus 8 equals 19. Okay? Let's go ahead and look at the next one. I'll mark this up. Maria has 15 apples. Catherine has 18 apples. How many more apples does Catherine have than Maria? And this is a compare problem. So we're going to need to line them up really close to each other and see how many more Catherine has than Maria. Because Maria has 15 and Catherine has 18. We know that Catherine has more, but we need to find out how many more. So I tell my students to line them up and then draw a line. I'll show you what that looks like to make sure that you have them lined up together. So I'm going to go ahead and write Maria, or I'll just put an M for Maria and a K for Catherine. Okay, so Maria has 15 apples, so I'm going to go ahead, and draw that. I can just use circles. You don't have to draw actual apples. We call that quick drawing. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. And it's easier if you make sure that you space them out so they're not touching. Okay, so Maria has 15 apples. Catherine has 18. So for Catherine's, I'm going to make sure that I line them up and touch them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, because Catherine has 18. So how many more does Catherine have than Maria? You can easily see our answer when we did not connect the ones that were the same. So how many more did Catherine have? She had 3 more apples. Now let's write our equation. So we started with Maria and Catherine. Now this could either be an addition or a takeaway problem, so I'm going to show you both of those. You could do Catherine with subtraction. You start with our biggest number. Catherine's 18 apples. And then you would take away Maria's 15 apples and see that there are 3 apples left. Okay? You could also do an addition problem. 15, Maria's 15 apples, plus, we didn't know the answer at first, but we knew that Catherine had 18. And once we figured it out, we saw that there were 3 more. So 15 plus 3 equals 18. So you could do it either way. This one probably makes a little more sense. 18, take away 15 equals 3. 18 of Catherine's apples, take away 15 of Maria's apples equals 3 apples. But our students have been taught how to do both of those different ways. All right, next one. There are 20 flowers in the garden. 13 of the flowers are red and the rest are yellow. How many yellow flowers are there in the garden? So there are 20 flowers. 13 of those flowers are red and the rest are yellow. So let me show you how we would do that one. Use the yellow and the red. Yes. So first off, I'm just going to go ahead and draw 20 circles. Not going to color them because I know there's 20 flowers in the garden, and I'm just going to draw them as circles because we call that easy drawing. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Okay, now let's look at the next part. 13 of the flowers are red. So I'm going to go ahead and color in 13 of them red. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. And if you don't have a red, just go ahead and color them in with the pencil. That's fine as well. Because then you can still see the ones that you did not color. So let's go back into our problem and read what it says again. 13 of the flowers are red. We colored 13 of them. And the rest are yellow. How many are yellow? So let's see how many of them are yellow. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. How many of the 20 flowers are yellow? Your answer would be 7 yellow flowers. Let's go ahead and also write our equation. So we started with, again, this could be addition or subtraction. I'll show you both. We started with 20 flowers. Then we would take away 13 of the red flowers and see that 20 take away 13 is 7. 20 take away 13 is 7. Or you can do, you know that you started with 13. You're going to add, we don't know, that can be your unknown. And you know that 20 is your result. So 13 plus what? Your 13 red plus how many yellow equals 20 flowers altogether. And we found out that 7 are yellow. Okay. All right. Now is the first part of our word problems. For the second page, I'm just going to read the problems and have you guys do them on your own. So this is the second page of word problems. Okay. Gary had 20 cherries on his plate. He tipped it over and now there are only 12 cherries on his plate. How many cherries fell on the floor? So this is going to be a takeaway problem because some of them fell or got taken away. So I'm just going to help you with that. What the equation will look like. Okay, this is going to be an unknown. Gary had 20 cherries. He tipped it over, and now there are 12. So how many of them fell on the floor? That's what you're going to try to figure out and have to draw, okay? The next one, there are 9 ducks swimming in the pond. Some more ducks fly to the pond to join in the fun. Now there are 12 ducks in the pond. How many ducks flew, that should say flew, little mistake out there, flew to the pond to join the fun. Okay, so we started with 9 ducks. Some more flew in. We don't know how many, but now there's 12. This is going to be just like the one up here, except we are going to be adding. So there, we started with 9. Some more, it's a question, we don't know how many more came, and now there are 12 ducks. We need to figure out how many more flew in, so that's what you're going to do for this one. Susan put 10 flowers in a vase. Elizabeth put tulips in a vase, so this part got messed up. If you can see, I went ahead and put a 10 above there because the number got left out. That's fine. So let me read that again. Susan put 10 sunflowers in a vase. Elizabeth put 10 tulips in a vase. How many sunflowers and tulips are in the vase? Okay, so there were 10 sunflowers plus 10 tulips. How many all together? Okay, that's what you're going to figure out. The last one, 12 frogs are on a log. 5 more frogs jumped on the log. How many frogs are on the log now? So 12, we started with 12, are on the log. 5 more means we're adding. So an addition sign, 12 plus 5 more frogs jumped on the log. How many frogs are on the log now? And I want you to go ahead and draw pictures for each of these two. I was just showing you guys what part of the problem we're looking for and how to set up your equations so that you can solve your problems, okay? And that does it for day number 3. Let's go back to our board over here and check off day 3. Okay, day number 4 says count from 1 to 100 by tens. You're going to play a game. So you're going to count from 1 to 100 by tens. Get out your handy dandy 100 chart and count by tens to 100. 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 100. Okay, so we did that. Check that off. Now let's play a game. Okay, and the games, again, it says, are located at the end of the packet. So that's where your games will be at. So I'm going to go ahead and cut out. I have stuff everywhere. Let me find it. The little number cards. Let me see them. Little chart. There you go. Some number cards for this. And it says you also, where is that? Yeah. Let me read it to you. So this is the page that tells you about all the games. You don't have to do them in any kind of order. You can pick which one you want to do. Maybe you like one better than the other. I just went ahead and picked the first one to show to you guys. It's called +9. So it says students need counters. I just have some Fruit Loops. You can use whatever you want. You can use some pennies. Honestly, I thought about using dog food. Don't judge me. But I thought Fruit Loops would be better. Any kind of little things to put onto a board can help you. Okay, so students need counters, a double 10 frame, and this is in the packet as well. It's in the back. Look for it. It says double 10 frame. And number cards. The number cards are also in there, but I already pre-cut them out. Let me get those out. So you're going to cut out those number cards and just put them in a plastic baggie, and you can reuse them whenever it says for you to play a game. So I think you're going to use these a few times. So I have my counters. my number cards, and my double 10 frame. So students begin each round with 9 counters on their 10 frame. Students pull a number card and add that number of counters to the double 10 frame. Students record on a piece of paper 9 plus blank equals blank 10s and blank 1s. So let me show you what that would look like. All right, so here is my double 10 frame. I'm going to go ahead and put down my 9 counters, because that's what it says to do. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So I have my 9 counters down. I'm going to go ahead and mix up my number cards and put them face down, so I'm not picking any easy ones. I'm just picking whatever comes up. I'll just set them right here, and I'm going to flip it over and see what number card I have. All right. First number is 2. So I'm going to add 2 more counters to my board. 1, 2. So on another piece of paper or on the back of one of the pages, in your packet, you're going to write 9 plus, how many did I add? 2 equals, and then you can either count them all if you need to, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and find the answer. Or most of us know that this is a 10, and you can say 10, 11. So 9 plus 2 is 11, okay? We also are trying to get kids to talk about 10s and 1s. So we want you to break up 11 into 10s and 1s, which would be 1, 10, and 1, 1. Oops, sorry, I can't see that. Okay, 11 is 1, 10, and 1, 1. Just like that. Okay, let's do another one. So I'm going to take off my 2 that I had and draw another number. So I got 7. I'm going to add 7 more. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay. Go ahead and write your equation. I had 9. I added 7 more. And what does it equal? Okay. So I'm just going to go ahead and count my first 10 frame. I know that's 10, so I'm going to count on 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. My answer is 16. Then you're going to break apart 16 into 10s and 1s. If you need to draw your place value chart, go ahead. To see that this is your 10s and this is your 1s. And we have learned that, so most of our kids know how to do that. Okay, so I have 1 10 and 6 1s in the number 16. Okay, we're going to do one more just to make sure you guys got it. And then we'll move on to the next thing. Okay, I drew 3, so I'm going to add 3 more counters. 1, 2, 3. 9 plus 3, 10, 11, 12 equals 12. 12 is made up of 1 10 and 2 1s. Okay, so that is how you would play this game called Plus 9. And again, you can find the directions on the page. It looks like this. It says first grade games, and it gives you 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 different games for kids to play. You can pick whatever one you want. But I just picked the first one called Plus 9. Okay. Right. Put that away. I believe that is it for day 4. So we can go ahead and check off day 4 on our pacing guide. There we go. Day 4. We did day 4. Moving on to the last day of this week of math, day 5. On day 5, it says count from 1 to 150 by 1. So students are going to need to start at 1 and count to 150. A lot of them do have trouble with this, especially getting after 120, because in kindergarten, they learned how to count to 120. In first grade, they have to count to 150. So this is the next step. So in this packet as well, there is a 150 board. It can be really, really helpful. Okay, so that's what I would do. I would get this board out and I would have my student touch each one of the numbers as they count to 150. If they mess up, you can either make it challenging and have them start over, or just correct them and have them keep on going. But make sure that they are practicing counting to 150. That is one of the major standards of math in first grade. So start at 1, go all the way to 150. Okay. That would be the first thing. So I'm going to put a check. We did that. The second thing says review day. Woohoo, review day. Do pages 5 and 6. So let's look at pages 5 and 6. Here is page 5. So let's look at page 5. This is just a whole bunch of stuff that we've learned this year. A lot of different topics just thrown in these 2 pages. So if your students need help, make sure you help them, because it's a lot of math on these 2 pages. And I'm not going to go over all of it. I'm going to read some of it and have y'all work on it. Okay, so it says read aloud each problem to students. Mrs. Smith started counting books in the library. She stopped counting at 78. What numbers will she say for the next 5 books? So what comes after, excuse me, what comes after 78? 79. So you know it comes after 79. If you don't, get out your handy dandy board. So we're at 78. 79. What comes next? 80 is the correct answer. 80. 80. Oops, sorry, 81. I got ahead of myself. 81. 82. 83. So 78, 79, 80, 81, 82, 83. Those would be the next 5 books. Let me zoom in for this one. It says, look at the figure below. Use a strategy to count the set. So this is really asking your children to make groups of 10. So can we make a group of 10 in this right here? Yes. I don't even have to count those to know I can make a group of 10. Okay, but I am going to count them and group them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I can cross them out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I'm going to go ahead and circle those because I know that is a group of 10. Okay, that's one group of 10. Let's see if I can make another one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, I can make another group of 10, so I'm going to circle those too. Okay. It says, do I have any leftovers? Leftovers just means, is there any of the boxes that I didn't circle that aren't in my 10 groups? And there are not, so your answer should be no. How many leftovers? 0. How many objects are in the set? I should not have to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I shouldn't have to count. I see one group of 10, 2 groups of 10. How many is 2 groups of 10? 10, 20. My answer is 20. I didn't even have to count all those. I can just go 10, 20. If I did want to double check my answer, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Same answer, but I got it much quicker by using my strategies. Okay. The next part, count a pile of 19 pieces of cereal or other object. Oh, I have that. Woohoo! 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. So I have 19 pieces of cereal. Do you have enough to make it 10? Yes, I do. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So I'm going to put a yes. Let me see my. There we go. I'm going to say yes. Do you have enough to make it 10? Yes. Would you have any leftovers? Do I have any leftovers? Okay, let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So is this a group of 10? If I have 9? No, because I need one more to make 10. So this is just 9 leftover ones. Okay, so would I have any leftovers? Yes. If so, how many leftovers would you have? I had 9. Okay. The last one on this page. Your teacher gave you the 10 frame picture below. How many more counters will you need to make a 10, and how do you know? Well, how many more counters did I need? I'm going to say 2 more. And then I know because I had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Let me say, I know 8 plus 2 equals 10. So I can just say I know this because I know I had 8. If I add 2 more, I'll get 10. Oh, sorry, that's my answer. Okay, let's look at the second page. Okay. Use the data below to answer the following questions. Which animal was liked the least by students? So right here we have a graph. It says favorite pets at the top. The first one says cat. Second one says dog. The last one says hamster. So if you see, let's go ahead and see how many people like the cat. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9 people like the cat. How many people like the dog? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. How many people like the hamster? 1. So which animal was liked the least by students? Remember, least means the smallest amount. So which one is the smallest amount? Hamster would be your answer. Okay. The next question says, how many more students liked cats than dogs? So we're going to look at the cats and the dogs, the first two. I'm trying to circle those so I can see them. Okay. How many more people liked the cats? So for dogs, we only have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We need to see how many more people liked cats. Let's count how many more. See how I drew a line right here to stop at how many people like dogs? And we're just going to count on and see how many more people liked the cats. 1, 2, 3, 4. So 4 more people liked cats than dogs. So your answer would be 4. Next one says, look at the set below. Use a strategy to count the set. Okay, so I like making groups of 10, so that's what I'm going to do. So I see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh no, 5 plus 5 is 10. 5 plus 5 is 10. See if I can make some more. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 plus 5 is 10. 5 plus 5 is 10. Okay, so can you make a group of 10? Yes, I had a lot of groups of 10. Do you have any leftovers? I can see my leftovers up here that are not in one of my groups. Yes. How many leftovers? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. How many objects are in the set? So how many together? Again, I can just count by 10s and then add on my 1s. 10, 20, 30, 40, 41, 42, 43, 44, 45. There are 45 circles. Okay. Last two problems. Solve each math problem and show your work. So this one says 7 plus question mark equals 11. Okay, so I'm going to draw 7 circles. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I'm going to use the count on method. So I'm going to draw a line. I know I have 7. I'm going to count on. So we do this. This is how we do it. We grab 7. We call it grabbing 7. 7 and then count on. 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. And you're going to stop at 12 because 12 is your answer. So how many more did you count on? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So again, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Stop at 12. How many more did we count on? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So 7 plus 5 is our answer, equals 12. Next one, we have a subtraction problem. 12 take away question mark equals 10. So with subtraction, I'm going to start with a smaller number and use the same strategy that I just did, counting on. So I'm going to start with 10 and count on to 12 to get my middle answer. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Draw my line to show that I'm counting on. So 10, and I have to count on to 12. 10, 11, 12. Or if you do this on your hands, grab the 10. 10, 11, 12. How many more did we count on? 2. We counted on 2 more. So 12 take away 2 equals 10. Also, these are not the only ways that you could show your work for these problems. Our kids know a variety of different ways to show their work for these 2 problems. So it does not have to be exactly like mine. That is the case for a lot of these problems that I just went over. So use the strategies that you know. And I believe that is it for day number 5. We reviewed pages 5 and 6. Okay. Well, guys, that is it for week 1 of the math. We did the first 5 days, day 1, 2, 3, 4, and day 5. I went over all of those. I do not want students doing all those pages in one day. Don't forget to do your daily counting activities and watch some of these videos to help you guys count, or use your hundreds boards, whatever you guys need to help you. Go ahead and use the stuff I put in there for you. But happy first week of math. I hope you guys rock it. And if you have any questions, please, please, please ask your teachers. Email us. We are using Class Dojo, so make sure you get the Class Dojo information and enjoy your math. Bye, guys.